Coming up on Citrus TV News live at 7, the case is closed on Bernie Fine. The latest development on his child molestation charges.
And we get an inside look at Destiny USA's latest expansion, an amusement park.
Plus how to get the class schedule you want now on Citrus TV News live at 7. The Bernie Fine case is now closed. Good evening. I'm Alexa Greenberg.
And I'm Steph Machado. The former assistant basketball coach will not be charged, and that's our top story tonight. Federal prosecutors say they have dropped the case and will not charge Bernie Fine with any crimes. He was fired from SU 10 days after the accusations came out last November. He worked beside Coach Jim Boeheim for 35 years. Former SU ball boys Bobby Davis and Mike Lang went public with their charges nearly a year ago. They both said Fine molested them as teenagers in the 1980s. Two more accusers since admitted that they lied and were not abused by Fine. Federal investigators interviewed over 130 witnesses before deciding to close the case.
It's unfair that he's not charged. I think he should be. It's obvious what he did, so I don't think it's right. I think he should be charged.
It's a crime. Child molestation, it's a crime, and I do not believe that justice was served in this case at all. And I believe that we owe it to the victims, those people that were young or not young. We owe it to the victims, we owe it to their families.
It's good. It's good for the Syracuse program not to have any of the scrutiny anymore. It's good for the school. They can kind of move on with their lives and just focus on basketball instead of anything with scandal-related issues.
Davis and Lang's defamation case against Jim Boeheim was also dropped in May.
And we have big political news tonight. Anne-Marie Buerkel's bid for re-election is officially over. The incumbent Congresswoman announced today outside of a federal building in Syracuse that she was conceding the election to Democratic challenger Dan Maffei. Maffei, who was defeated by Buerkel in the 2010 election, leads Buerkel by more than 14,000 votes. She said she decided to concede today so as not to overshadow Veterans Day on Sunday. And on campus today, a Newhouse alum makes a big donation to the alma mater. He spoke with our own Marissa Palmer, and she joins us now.
Evening, Alexa. Jim Wise is the founder and CEO of independent network group W2O. Today, he announced he would be donating $100,000 to the Newhouse School, which he hopes will create a place for Newhouse, Whitman, and iSchool students to interact with companies within the emerging field of social commerce. The W2O group is an independent global network. The W2O Group is an independent global network of communication counseling firms, including WCG, Twist, and W2O Ventures, all of which are connected to W2O. These firms have offices in various locations across the nation. Because of this, founder Jim Wise says the center will give students an opportunity for more internships year-round.
There's no doubt that the center, one of the key central things that we'll be doing with the center is encouraging students to do internships either remotely during the year, on campus. We'll come up with innovative ways to do it. But I think, this really offers us an opportunity to do it, all year round rather than just the typical summer internship. This way we've got people coming up here to do projects and to teach, and we then can also have folks come to our offices.
The Center of Social Commerce's primary purpose will be for experts in the field of communications to work with SU students. The idea is to prepare students for the real world by providing internship opportunities in W2O offices around the world. There, students can interact with expert lecturers and take courses in social commerce.
All right, Marissa, so will this center be an actual facility in Newhouse?
In short, no. The center is actually an idea of a center, not an actual facility within Newhouse. Wise's main purpose was to promote a center that will help impact students on campus who want to be involved in the field of communications.
Okay, thank you, Marissa.
Alrighty, thank you so much.
Students at the Shine Student Center at 5 p.m. today witnessed the 2012 Syracuse Homecoming Parade kickoff. In fact, we saw it pass right by our newsroom not too long ago. The parade, which went from Shine to Hendricks Chapel, featured numerous student organizations, the cheerleaders, the dance team, the SU Marching Band, and of course, Otto the Orange himself. Homecoming continues with tomorrow's football game against Louisville. Orange Central ends Sunday.
Plans are in the works to find a new chancellor in the wake of Nancy Cantor's announcement that she will resign next spring. 7 members of the SU Board of Trustees will sit on a committee to select Cantor's replacement. There will also be faculty and students added to the committee, totaling about 20 people. The search is expected to take about a year to a year and a half.
If you've been walking around campus this semester, you've probably had to skirt around the Remembrance Wall construction. CitrusTV reporter Leslie King has an update for us on when it will finally be finished.
Since the beginning of the semester, the Pan Am Remembrance Wall has been under construction in an effort to restore the wall that was built in the late 1980s. Some of the panels and granite tablets with students' names from the Pan Am flight were damaged beyond repair and needed to be rebuilt. Andrew Eyre, the Remembrance Wall project manager and an employee of Lupini Construction Company, explains why the university decided now is the time to begin construction on the wall.
I think the campus initiated the project to improve on the overall design of the wall, as well as the plaza just near it and the staircase leading up to it.
The Lupini Construction Company, in collaboration with the university, has been working to restore the Remembrance Wall. They removed the existing wall and replaced it with limestone and granite tablets. Though this may seem like a tedious and time-consuming task, the original construction crew knew what they were doing.
The architect's redesign of the wall really was well thought out to improve on the longevity and the functionality of the wall.
Some students had false hope that the wall was finished when the crew stopped construction and removed their equipment for Remembrance Week. However, this was only done so that the construction would not interrupt any planned events during the week, and in fact, construction was not yet over. Even though construction has been in the works since the beginning of the semester, students don't seem to mind.
I think it's, if it's helping make our campus a better place to be, I think it's good. It's a little noisy, but you got to deal with stuff sometimes.
I think it's a great thing. I like that they're cleaning it up, making it nice. I feel especially something that's outside should be regularly maintained, especially something that's like a remembrance wall that you want to be nice.
Construction on the Remembrance Wall is expected to be complete by the end of next week. I'm Leslie King, reporting for CitrusTV News.
Alrighty, an SA President Dylan Lustig Impact Week initiative continued today. Syracuse University students went out to the Samaritan Center and helped the staff serve food to those in need. And all week long, students have been donating their time at places like the Salvation Army and the Ronald McDonald House.
Today what we did was we served food, and there were some people in an assembly line and other people were washing dishes and collecting trays. But basically we just made sure that the assembly line went smoothly and everyone who came in was able to be served.
Impact Week will continue through Tuesday. And elections for the Student Association president are right around the corner. Catch the live CitrusTV debate this Sunday at 6 p.m. You won't want to miss it.
Coming up on CitrusTV News Live at 7, course registration is here for next semester.
How to make sure you get all the classes you want for the spring semester. Next.
The weather has been pretty bitter this past week, but temperatures are expected to warm up. Find out how that will affect your Orange Central this weekend during your full weather forecast when CitrusTV News returns.
We are different. Society should aspire to be more like us.
Be part of the first class. Get energized. Get outside.
Hold on, guys. It's gonna get bumpy.
And get moving. Experience the power of physical activity. Join the movement at ActionHeroAlliance.com.
Now, some action from the courts. Billie Jean King renewing her rivalry with Arthritis. First set, furious volley, and right to the net for a winner. Beautiful forehand there. Arthritis, stunned. And here, match point. Billie Jean with the ace, taking it in straight sets. Afterwards, a jubilant Billie Jean King.
Tennis is a weapon for me with arthritis. There's nothing like it for me to hit a ball, run to the ball, anytime, any court. I'm ready. Let's go.
What's your weapon against arthritis? Find out at fightarthritispain.org.
$7,000 high school students drop out every school day. That's a line of desks more than 4 miles long. We can keep students in school. Visit boostup.org and take the first step.
My dad's one of the producers. He's there tonight. Bring this week.
Students complain every semester about not getting the classes they want. Citrus TV's Alec Resnick spoke with some of the folks in arts and sciences, and she's here to tell us some tips for a successful registration.
Thanks, Alexa. Student registration for the spring 2013 semester started this past Wednesday. Need some useful registration tips? Look no further. I met with Candace Salamoni, Associate Dean from the College of Arts and Sciences, to get some advice on how to have a successful registration. First, be open-minded. Explore areas of study that you've never considered. The university gives students the power to create their own pathway. Next, prepare early and add classes to your shopping cart on MySlice before registering. Find a class time that's more appealing than an 8 a.m. Make sure to swap and not drop.
If you use the swap function, then the course that you're trying to add or swap into will actually only drop the first course if the second course is successfully enrolled.
After selecting classes that you are interested in taking, meet with your academic advisor. It's not always best to rely on peers and colleagues for class review. Advisors can help you make the right choices with the group of courses that you decide to take. SU offers such a variety of courses to students, so take advantage of the time and opportunity you have on campus.
Registration is not something to leave until the last minute, because then typically students will say they'll just want to stick to the basics, like, do I need this requirement? Do I need that requirement? And they treat the curriculum like a checklist rather than some living, breathing curriculum that can really help change their lives.
Just make sure to follow these tips, and I'm sure you'll be ready for a great registration.
Thanks, Alex. Now, if I do get closed out of a class, what do I do?
Well, if you get closed out of a class, you can contact the professor in that department and ask for a permission number. Otherwise, you could try to get on a wait list.
Perfect. Thank
All
you.
right, Thank you so much. And fresh off an election night. Fresh off an election night victory, President Obama is setting his agenda for the next 4 years. Obama delivered a statement earlier today on the economy. He discussed some of the actions that need to be taken to reduce the deficit, fix the economy, and avoid the fiscal cliff. The president said his top priority is jobs and growth. He proposed a plan that includes reducing the deficit by $4 trillion over the next decade.
I intend to work with both parties to do more, and that includes making reforms that will bring down the cost of health care so we can strengthen programs like Medicaid and Medicare for the long haul.
The president said he's ready to sign the plan, but is also willing to make compromises. However, if Congress cannot come to an agreement by January 1st, everyone's taxes are guaranteed to go up.
Normally it's cold and snowy on Veterans Day in Syracuse, but this weekend promises an unusual bit of relief.
Saturday's forecast calls for some warmer temperatures, and it only gets better from there.
On Veterans Day itself and the Monday after, we may be treated to 68-degree temps in central New York.
And Rachel Wolski joins us now. She has all the details. Rachel, can this really be true here in Syracuse?
Actually, it is. I'm just as surprised as you are. Last week I was wearing my winter jacket, and now I may not even need a jacket at all.
Alrighty.
Currently, it's about 46 degrees with winds coming from the west at about 9 miles an hour. We have some partly cloudy skies. If we take a look at our current temperatures, we see that in our area, it's in the mid to high 40s, which is pretty nice for this time of year, especially since it's getting later into the day. Our area is about 46, 47 degrees, so a nice little treat if you're around for Orange Central tonight. And if we take a look at our current surface map, we see that there's not really a pressure system in our area right now. There's a high pressure system a little bit to the south, but there's a low pressure system coming in from the west, which is going to hit us maybe early next week, which is going to bring us those warmer temperatures. If we take a look at our Doppler radar, we don't really see any precipitation in our area right now, but we've had some partly cloudy skies today, but the precipitation is a no-go right now, so that's pretty good. And if we take a look at our 5-day forecast, we see that tomorrow may be a little bit rainy in the 50s, which isn't too bad, but going into next week, we're going to see some 68-degree weather on Sunday and 65-degree weather on Monday, sunny on Sunday, and only partly cloudy on Monday. And next week, it's going to be a little bit rainy on Tuesday. Wednesday, it's going to be partly cloudy, but temperatures are going to be in the 40s next week.
Wow.
Okay, so we won't have to worry about snow before Thanksgiving break.
Correct.
Good.
Good news. All right, thank you so much,
Rachel.
Rachel. And coming up when Citrus TV News continues, Destiny USA opens its latest attraction.
We get an inside look at the WonderWorks amusement park after this.
Hi, my name's CJ. A few years ago, my father became seriously ill. I did what I could do before he passed, but it took its toll. I lost my job, my house. I'm getting back on my feet, but I don't know when there'll be food on the table. How'd I do, CJ?
We could be twins.
Well, cousins, maybe.
Play a role in ending hunger. Visit feedingamerica.org/hunger and find your local food bank.
A new amusement park opened at Destiny USA this morning. Our own Amanda Harry was at the ribbon cutting ceremony. She joins us now in the studio.
Thanks, Steph. Destiny USA's new amusement park, WonderWorks, is one of 5 in the nation. WonderWorks combines education and entertainment, making it an amusement park for the mind. It's like something out of The Wizard of Oz. After the recent storms throughout the Northeast, it seems that an upside-down house has landed in Destiny USA. WonderWorks contains over 100 hands-on education and entertainment, or edutainment, experiences for people to explore.
And as a GM, you know, I just want to see people smile. I want to see people enjoy themselves. You know, when it's snowing outside and there's nothing to do and you're cooped in your house, you know, this is going to be the first thing you're going to think about. Let's go to the Destiny. Let's go to WonderWorks.
WonderWorks will be divided into various zones. These include natural disaster, light and sound, physical challenge, imagination, and space. There's also the world's largest suspended ropes challenge course. The course is 70 feet off the ground and features 35 suspended platforms.
And for anybody here who's still in their first childhood, or if you're about to start your second childhood, this is the place to start. And for myself, I'm into my fifth, so I'm gonna stay and have a great time. So let the fun begin.
Whether you're young at heart or just young, WonderWorks provides an opportunity to learn.
And it's an educational piece too as well, and that's the most important, is kids can learn in school, but then they can come here and learn everything with their hands and see it with their own eyes.
If you want to experience 84-mile-per-hour hurricane winds, maneuver the controls of a NASA spacecraft, lie on a bed of 3,500 nails, or play laser tag, you can find it at WonderWorks.
Actually, Hurricane Sandy canceled our trip to New York because the hotel called us and said that they were still under construction. So we decided to come here for the day, stay local, spend a little money around here instead of going down there.
Destiny USA hopes WonderWorks will turn Syracuse from an out-of-towner's vacation to a local's staycation.
The general admission ticket costs $24.99 for adults and $16.99 for kids, but if you're one of the first 100 people in line tomorrow morning, you'll get in for free.
Now we have Evan Weston in studio to give us a little bit about sports.
All right, Steph and Alexa, coming up in sports, SU football has its back up against the wall. We take a look at the Orange's final home game of the year against Louisville. Citrus TV News live at 7. Back in a moment.
So, I'm kind of new here, but I've noticed a trend. My human does this funny thing where she goes around and gets all my toys, and then she hides them in that basket by the door. You know, but it's always the same basket, and it's always in the same place. And then she acts so surprised when I find them, but, you know, she's putting them in the same basket. Again. It's like, hello, that's where you put it last time. You were the worst at hide and go seek.
Now, some action from the courts. Billie Jean King renewing her rivalry with arthritis. First set, furious volley, and right to the net for a winner. Beautiful forehand there. Arthritis, stunned. And here, match point. Billie Jean with the ace, taking it in straight sets. Afterwards, a jubilant Billie Jean King.
Tennis is a weapon for me with arthritis. There's nothing like it for me to hit a ball, run to the ball, anytime, any court. I'm ready. Let's go.
What's your weapon against arthritis? Find out at fightarthritispain.org.
How you doing? My name's Steve. My family's lived in this neighborhood for years. Recently, things got so tight, we had to go to our local food bank for help. I lost a lot of sleep worrying about what the neighbors might think. That is until I saw them there, too. How'd I do, Steve?
A little stiff. You could have done a little better.
What? Come on. You know, I have an Academy Award.
Yeah, but not for playing me.
Play a role in ending hunger. Visit feedingamerica.org/hunger and find your local food bank.
My dad's one of the producers. He's there
Bring this week.
SU football has just 3 games left on the year to make a bowl. The Orange must win 2. But recent history doesn't like the Cuse's chances against number 9 Louisville this week. Head coach Doug Marrone has never beaten the Cardinals, and neither has his senior quarterback. Ryan Nassib talked about his last chance to play in front of Orange Nation.
I would have to say it was special for me just because, it is my last game with the Dome. I've been in there for the last 5 years, and, I have been in my last game. I would say there's a little more extra emphasis on being a little bit more prepared.
Nassib can be as prepared as he wants. Louisville is no pushover. The Cardinals are unbeaten at 9-0. And quarterback Teddy Bridgewater is among the leaders in the Big East Player of the Year race. Kickoff from the Dome is set for 7, and make sure you catch Orange Press Pass right here on OTN after the game at midnight for complete post-game coverage. It's finally time to talk basketball, and the Orange buzz has extended across the country. Number 9 SU is set to take on 20th-ranked San Diego State on the USS Midway in Southern California. A bad weather forecast pushed tip-off back from 8 p.m. tonight to 4 o'clock on Sunday. Still, Orange fans get to look forward to the SU debuts of redshirted guard Trevor Cooney and highly touted freshmen Dajuan Coleman and Jeremy Grant. The Aztecs are no slouch, however. SDSU is likely to be the highest-ranked team Syracuse plays until well into January. Back on dry land in pro football, the struggling Jets come off their bye week for a date with the 12th man at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Head coach Rex Ryan took some heat this week when he was named the NFL's most overrated coach in a Sports Illustrated players poll. But as usual, Gang Green's leader had some choice words for his critics.
The overrated thing, it is what it is, but I just want to be, at the end of the year, we'll see who's overrated.
That's for sure, Coach. The Giants are also on the road this week, trekking out to Cincinnati. Big Blue dropped to 6-3 with a loss last week against Pittsburgh. But the Bengals offer a shot at redemption since he's lost 4 in a row, the most recent defeat coming at the hands of Peyton Manning and the Broncos. However, history is not on the Giants' side. Head coach Tom Coughlin has never had a better second-half record than first half in his entire stay in New York. That's it for sports.
Alrighty, thank you so much.
Now, when we come back, some breaking news about our homecoming court.
Stay with us, we'll be right back.
You realize that 49 million Americans struggle with hunger? That's 1 out of every 6 Americans. These people are around us every day. They're our friends, they're our coworkers, their kids go to school with our kids. Sometimes we're not even aware that they're struggling. This problem is closer than you think. But so is the solution.
Play a role in ending hunger. Visit feedingamerica.org/hunger and find your local food bank.
So, I got this new family, and I don't know what it is about this one, but she can't seem to put down that toy all day long. Tap, 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 tap. Oh, and she even talks to it. She talks to that more than she talks to him. What's up, bro? Nice shirt. Who's she talking to? Her mom? She talks to her mom a lot.
And we've got some video for you right now. That's a deer in a carpet store. It got loose. It took 40 minutes to get the deer out, and it destroyed the entire store.
That's right. Police set up barricades to help the deer out, and eventually they did get time. And also other news, our own Kevin Belby has won Homecoming King. He's been campaigning all night, all week actually.
Yeah, feels like
and
years.
we just found out he won. So congratulations, Kevin. And thank you for joining us tonight on Citrus TV News. I'm Alexa Greenberg.
And I'm Steph Machado. Be sure to tune in to our live Student Association debate Sunday at 6 p.m. right here on the Orange Television Network.
And you can check out all of our content online at citrustvnews.net. Have a great night, Syracuse, and enjoy homecoming.